Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're exploring Osaka through three iconic areas: Shinsekai, Dotonbori, and Shinsaibashi, and Osaka Castle. Each one shows a completely different side of the city, and together they really capture what makes Osaka so unique. First up, Shinsekai. Shinsekai feels like stepping into a completely different era of Osaka, grittier, nostalgic, and full of old-school charm. Originally built in the early 1900s with big ambitions inspired by places like Paris and Coney Island, the area was meant to represent a modern, forward-looking Osaka. But over time, that vision aged, and instead of being replaced, it evolved into something uniquely retro. Instead of polished modern streets, you get a colorful, slightly worn atmosphere that feels real and lived in. There's a sense of history here, not in a museum-like way, but in the textures of the buildings, the signs, and the way people interact with the space. Right at the center stands Tutankhamun Tower, the symbol of the area, rising above everything and glowing brightly once the sun goes down. Around it, the streets are packed with bold, oversized signs, some flashing with neon, others faded with age, advertising restaurants, bars, and small entertainment spots. As you walk through Shinsekai, there's always something happening. It's lively but not polished, a bit chaotic, but in a way that feels welcoming rather than overwhelming. At night, the whole district transforms. Neon lights flicker on, the streets fill with people, and the glow from the tower gives everything a slightly surreal, cinematic feel. It's not trendy or curated, it's raw, energetic, and unmistakably Osaka. One of the most fun things to try here are the shooting games. These small, old-school arcade stalls let you use simple air rifles to knock down prizes lined up on shelves. The twist is that the guns are often slightly off or not very powerful, so it becomes less about perfect aim and more about patience, technique, and a bit of luck. It's simple, playful, and fits perfectly with the nostalgic atmosphere of the area.
Sorry,
Yo! For food, we stopped by at Onigiri Gorichan, a small casual spot that focuses on comforting food. They specialize in handmade onigiri with fillings like salmon, tuna mayo, and pickled plum. The rice is soft and warm, wrapped in crisp seaweed, and everything has that homemade feel that makes it especially satisfying. It's the kind of place you stop at for a quick bite, but end up remembering because of how genuine it feels. And of course, takoyaki is a must when you're in Osaka. In Shinsekai, it feels especially traditional. You'll often see vendors working over well-used iron griddles, flipping each ball quickly and skillfully. The outside is slightly crisp, while the inside stays soft and gooey, filled with tender pieces of octopus and simple, bold flavors. Eating here is part of the experience. You might be standing beside the stall or sitting on a small stool, surrounded by bright signs and the glow of Tutankhamun Tower. It's casual, a little crowded, and completely authentic. From there, we move on to Shinsaibashi and Dotonbori. Shinsaibashi is Osaka's shopping heart, and the energy here feels very different from Shinsekai. At the center is the Shinsaibashi Suji shopping street, a long covered arcade that stretches for several blocks, creating a continuous flow of shops and people. The space is bright, organized, and designed for walking. You can take your time here, moving from one store to the next without even noticing how far you've gone. There's a wide mix of stores, international fashion brands, local Japanese labels, cosmetic shops, and small specialty stores, so there's always something new to discover. What makes Shinsaibashi stand out is how it blends modern retail with everyday life. It's not just a place for visitors. Locals come here to shop, meet friends, grab a coffee, or just spend time. If you step into the side streets, you'll find quieter cafes and smaller shops where the pace slows down and the atmosphere becomes more relaxed and personal. As you continue walking, the environment gradually shifts, and before you know it, you've entered Dotonbori. Dotonbori is one of the most energetic and visually intense areas in Osaka. The streets are narrower, the crowds are thicker, and everything feels louder and more vibrant. At the center runs the Dotonbori Canal, with walkways on both sides lined with restaurants and food stalls. Above you, the skyline is filled with massive illuminated signs, giant crabs, moving billboards, and colorful displays that turn the entire area into a glowing wall of light and motion. The most iconic of these is the Glico Running Man sign, which has become a symbol of Osaka itself. People gather here constantly to take photos, and no matter how many times you see it, it still stands out. Food is a huge part of the Dotonbori experience. One of the most memorable things we tried was Pablo cheesecake. It's known for its contrast in texture, a thin, buttery crust with a soft, creamy center that almost melts as you eat it. The flavor sits between sweet and tangy, rich but not overwhelming. Some versions have a lightly caramelized top, adding a subtle toasted flavor, while others are served rare, with a center that's soft and almost flowing. It's simple, but incredibly satisfying. Another highlight is matcha soft serve. The color alone catches your attention, ranging from a soft green to a deep, vibrant shade, depending on the strength of the matcha. After walking through the busy streets, it feels refreshing while still being indulgent. Finally, we end at Osaka Castle. After the intensity of Dotonbori, this area feels calm and open. Osaka Castle is one of the most iconic and historically significant landmarks in the city. From a distance, the castle immediately stands out with its white walls, deep green roofs, and gold detailing that reflects the sunlight. It rises above massive stone foundations, giving it a strong and grounded presence. As you approach, you'll notice the wide moat surrounding the castle, reflecting its image in still water. The path toward the main tower takes you through large open spaces, stone walls, and gates that gradually build a sense of scale and anticipation. The entire area is part of a large park filled with walking paths, open lawns, and seasonal trees. Depending on when you visit, the atmosphere changes completely. Cherry blossoms in spring, lush greenery in summer, warm golden tones in autumn, and a quiet minimal beauty in winter. Getting closer to the main tower, the structure becomes even more impressive. It rises in layers, each level slightly smaller than the one below, creating a balanced, tiered design that almost looks like it's floating upward. What makes Osaka Castle so memorable isn't just its appearance, it's the atmosphere. Even though the city is just beyond the park, it feels peaceful and removed. You can walk slowly, take in the surroundings, and really feel the contrast between history and the modern world outside. And that's Osaka, retro, modern, and historical all in one city. Each area offers a completely different experience, but together they create a place that feels dynamic, layered, and full of character. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which spot you'd visit first, or if there's somewhere else in Osaka you think is worth checking out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.